Right is Jeanette Jackson, and of course, to her left is Larissa Scott. Coach, you can open it up with a comment. We'll follow that with questions.
Well, I just have to commend our Lady Panthers tonight for doing such a great job and being patient. One thing about it is that we started to scout in this tournament a little bit differently. Definitely looking at the mistakes that we've made in the regular season. Understanding and knowing that we were going to have to raise the bar a little bit coming into the tournament. Getting past the first round of the tournament, playing Southern the second round. I told the young ladies, now we're about to face two teams that's possibly, the next two possible teams that has beaten us 2 times in regular season. But like, my former head coach used to always tell me, Coach Toyell Wilson, he says it's hard to beat a team 3 times. We were able to expose their weaknesses. We had a great job leading tonight with Jeanette Jackson offensively. Lorraine Washington did another great job on defense, holding their leading score to 9 points is defense. And we made the adjustments on our defense, and we just came out and they're just ready to play.
Questions?
You talked about adjustments on defense, Coach. What was sort of, I guess, the plan of attack on that end of the floor tonight?
Well, normally when we do a scout, we'll scout a team based on what they like to do. So what we did on our defense is that we wanted to take away their first option on all their offense. Anything offensively that they like to do on their first option when we're in our man-to-man defense as well as in our zone. We practice going over closeouts a little bit differently. Same thing we did against Alabama State, knowing that you have shooters that's on the perimeter that can be deadly behind the three-point line, like a Kayla Tucker, number 4 from Alabama State. And even tonight, with Brittany and Kendra Coleman, with players like that, you have to make the adjustment. You can't just say, close out on shooters. So, we practice different closeout techniques. We wanted to make sure that we were going to crowd their space when they caught the ball at all times. And I think that we did a great job with that, understanding our scout and knowing our scout. So that was important for us tonight, and I think that the young ladies, they took pride in that. And we didn't make it so lengthy. So we just kind of broke things down and made it simplified for them, and they were able to execute.
Can you talk about the play of Larissa and Hampton and Shemaya?
That's a good question. A lot of times, Shemaya Brooks and Asha Hampton-Finch have been looked over, just because a lot of teams focus a lot on Jeanette Jackson and Alexis Parker. Larissa's just kind of working her way back into the tournament with a shoulder injury that she's still right now, not necessarily babysitting, but she's still kind of going through. She's going to have surgery after the season's over. But with student athletes like Shemaya Brooks and Asha Hampton-Finch and Larissa Scott, like I told the young ladies in the locker room, they're resilient. Larissa, this isn't her first rodeo, and she's going to do whatever it takes to put her team in position. Shemaya Brooks is stepping up. They even created a nickname for her, Shemaya Big Time Brooks. I don't really get involved in the nicknames, but when you got presence, and I told them, like I told you guys in the press conference yesterday, when you got players like Shemaya Brooks and we can attack it inside and out, it's going to be hard to defend Prairie View. A lot of times we relied heavily on guard work, but with the absence of Larissa, we couldn't really work the ball inside out. And Larissa giving us a good 20 minutes, having 10.7 rebounds, 2 blocks down their stretch. You really can't ask for much more.
You have any more questions? All right, see you. Thanks.